On every house flip, there are hundreds of small miscellaneous tasks that you need to get done to buy the property, renovate the property, and then get the property sold. FlipperForce includes 14 pre-built task checklists that can help you and your team put a system in place to manage, organize, and streamline all of these miscellaneous tasks to keep your house flip on track. To use one of our pre-built task checklists, click the Add New Task List button on the left-hand side of the screen. You have two options. You can build your own custom task list completely from scratch, or you can use one of our pre-built task checklist templates. Let's show you our task checklist templates. Our task manager includes 14 pre-built task checklists that are broken down into 4 stages of the typical house flip. We have checklists for purchasing the property, so checklists for performing your initial due diligence on the property, submitting an offer, and then going through the property inspection process. Once you do get that property under contract, we have checklists for planning for your rehab project, so that way you can hit the ground running once you actually take possession of the property. And then we have project management checklists for managing the different renovation stages and managing your overall project timeline, your budgets and expenses to keep your project on time and on budget. And then finally, we have checklists for selling the property to ensure that you close out your project strong, get your property listed, and then sold for top dollar and hopefully max profit. Let's take a look at a quick preview of the rough-in task list template. The preview shows you a list of all of the tasks that are going to be included in the task list before you load it into the task manager. You'll also see a little preview image at the bottom of what the task checklist will look like once it's loaded into the task manager. So you can see that the rough-in task checklist starts with the rough-in planning and coordination meetings and pre-construction walkthrough of the property with your framing contractor, just to make sure that you're both on the same page for the framing layouts and the wall locations. And then once the framing rough-in gets completed, you'll need to perform a quality control inspection of the framing just to ensure that the framing was installed per the plans and the specs. And then once that gets done, you can invite out the building department out to perform their framing inspection to approve that the framing was built per local building codes. Once the framing is completed, you can see you need to plan and coordinate your plumbing and electrical rough-in work with your plumbers and electricians. So you'll need to go into the property, walk through it with them, lay out the plumbing fixture locations, and lay out the electrical device locations where your switches and outlets are going to go, so that everyone's on the same page. And then again, once your contractors do get done roughing in the plumbing and electrical work, you'll want to go out and do a quality control inspection just to make sure your plumbers and electricians plumbed and wired everything up according to your plans. And then again, you're going to want to schedule a final rough-in inspection with the local building department to ensure that the plumbing and electrical was installed per code. So the rough-in checklist looks pretty good to me, so let's just click the Use Template button in the upper right hand corner to quickly load in the rough-in template into our task manager. Okay, great. So in a matter of seconds, we've added in a very detailed rough-in task checklist, which includes 13 task list items for managing the rough-in phase. Now we can start giving these tasks due dates and assigning responsibilities to our fellow team members, and then collaborating on these tasks to make sure that our rough-in stage and our project goes smoothly. And then we can start hanging drywall and then installing new finishes in the property and get this house flip sold. If you have any questions about our task list templates or have any suggestions on new task checklists we should add, please reach out and chat or shoot us an email.